Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. Big video for you guys today. I made a big change in my high yield portfolio. I'm going to share that with you guys today. I'm going to take you guys into the back end and show you exactly why I made the change and show you the outcome of this change. But before we do that, I'm going to dive into the phone and share the actual portfolio with you before I take you into the spreadsheet, just so you know that I'm not just showing you guys fake numbers here. This is all real stuff from my real portfolio. So if you at least enjoy the transparency of it and I show you all the losses and all that stuff, you know, hit the like, hit subscribe button. Anyway, let's dive into the phone here and I'm gonna record the screen for you guys. 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, let's open up Charles Schwab. So I refresh it. It is 7:45 in the morning here in China. So this may move around a little bit, but it'll stop in like 10 minutes or so. So anyway, you can see my account balance right now, $70,054. It did go down, but you can see my cash is $24,620 because I sold one position and it was a big position. So you guys can guess what that is, but I'm going to show you in a minute. So anyway, let's go down here and view all the positions. So you can see at the very top here, we got XDTE, 603 shares. And then I've got QDTE, 310 shares, YBTC, 102, and QQQI, 52. And then at the bottom down here, we got some SWVXX, $5,000 worth of that. And then cash, 19,596. So as you can see, I got rid of some stuff, but first, before we get into that, let's check out the payments I just received so I can share this with you guys real quick. So if I go to dividends, all right. So just this week, you can see at the very bottom down there, August the 14th, YBTC paid me $34 and some change. And then yesterday, which was Friday, August the 15th, XDTE paid me $138.66, and QDT paid me $72. My XDT was on drip. I meant to turn that off and I forgot. So I guess I dripped my XDTE. But anyway, I'm gonna go turn that off right now actually, but because I don't want to drip that anymore. But so anyway, yesterday I made, you know, $200 or so. So anyway, let's go check out what's really going on behind the scenes, and I'm going to share with you guys what I sold and all of the details of the sale so you can see how it worked out and why I actually decided to sell the stock that I sold. So let me dive into my spreadsheet here. For those of y'all who've been following me, you already know what I sold, right? But I mentioned it in my last video, I was going to sell it. So anyway, let's do a screen recording. 3, 2, 1, bam. All right, so here we are in my spreadsheet. I'll make it bigger for you guys. I can't see either. So you can see this spreadsheet, it says I have MSTY, and you can see that it's no longer in my real portfolio. So we're gonna have to remove this from the spreadsheet, and I'm gonna share with you why that is. But before we get into all that details, let's look at the rest of the portfolio really quick. You see QQQI, XDTE, QDT, YBTC. So all these are the ones that are in the portfolio. The share counts that I just shared with you guys, all that stuff is right here. And except for MSTY, MSTY is here, but we're about to get rid of that thing because I've sold it already. But let's go check out the returns real quick, and then we'll take care of this MSTY problem. So if you look over here, hey, what's going on with this thing? If you look over here, here are the returns. So you can see MSTY, stupid spreadsheet. You see at the top here, MSTY, market return negative $6,700, but the total return is positive $86.71, and total return is $32.93. But you can see the market return is minus 25% compared to these other ones I have. You know, this is a major deal, and this is one of the reasons why I sold it. But you're going to see the details of the sale in a minute. Anyway, QQQI, we can see we're positive across the board, no big deal, fairly new position, but it is up 5.5%. XDTE is still slightly negative, 2.47% on the market return, but the total return is over, you know, it's almost 5%. And I told you guys, once I get over 4%, I turn the drip off. I just totally forgot about it, but I'm going to do that as soon as I finish this video. So that way next week it won't drip. But next one I have QDTE. You can see this one is positive all across the board, 13% on total return. YBTC also positive all the way across the board. This one has total return of 38%. This is the best performer by far. I wish I had more, but man, I could buy more, but the price is high now. I bought it at a really good price. So anyway, that's that. So first of all, I'm just going to remove this really quick right now because we don't need this here anyway. I've already recorded the sale. So MSTY is, we're just going to remove all this stuff. Bam, bam. See, I just delete it. Instead of deleting the whole row, I just leave an empty column there. Now we'll go ahead and turn this to bam. Okay, any other yellow stuff I got to change here? Nope, I didn't fill that out. Okay, so MSTY is out of here. Let's go check out the dividend log, and we'll go ahead and fix what's going on over here too. So at the top, you can see all my positions here. And then this one right here, this first column is blank, is MSTY. I just deleted it. But these are the dividends I received from MSTY, which I'm going to remove these two. But you can see I had MSTY for almost one whole year, from September last year until, you know, mid-August right now. So August is almost over, so pretty much a year. I'm going to get a drink. My protein shake. I'm about to go to the gym. So anyway, MSTY, you see, paid me $268. Let's just go ahead and remove them just for fun. $13.44. It paid me $14.15 in November. This is 2024. $9.67 in December. Oh yeah, this is too small. You guys might not be able to see that. So anyway, January we got $1,000. $9.10. $13.79. $13.43. You can see here we got $25.54, $25.54, but that paid twice that month. That's why that payment is high. I believe that's what that was. Man, this stupid spreadsheet. I do not like this stupid thing. June, $1,500, $1,338 in July, and then in August we got $1,282. We was gonna get another payment, but I wasn't gonna wait for that thing. It just eroding my my gains that I had, so I went ahead and got rid of it. So we'll cut this $1,282. Bam. If you look over here, my sold positions, what was it, $1,282? Stupid spreadsheet. It was $1,282, right? So we're gonna go ahead and put the $1,282 there. I'm not worried about the change. So far for the month of August, I've made $1,990 out of this portfolio. And if you look here, these other ones, XDTE paid me $402, QDTE paid me $219, and YBTC paid me $86. Now these right here are going to pay me at least 2 more times. So this is going to be like $600. This is probably going to be $400. So we're going to get like another $1,000 maybe, which is going to put this up to close to $3,000 for the month, I guess. So yeah, doing pretty good there so far. Not too bad. So anyway, let's try to look at the sale of MSTY. If I go to sold positions, you can see here, these are all of the stocks that I've sold this year. And you can see the outcome of these. And I'm gonna go over all these with you actually so we can see what's really happening in the portfolio and what I've sold off. So you can see right here at the top one, I've got, well, I don't have it anymore, ULTY. I sold this on January the 1st. I had this for one whole year, and you can see I had 2,300 shares. And if you look over here, I bought it at 11, sold it at 9. It's trading at $5 now. Imagine the money I would have lost if I would have held on to that even longer. Total dividends, you can see right here, the total return was $1,000. So I walked away with more than I started with, but not much. And look at the market return, minus 21%, but total return was 4%. So I made 4% after one whole year, and that's why I sold Alti. If you look at the next ones down here, TSLY, same thing. I had TSLY for over a whole year. I sold that back in March, but I had it in another portfolio actually, but I sold them at the same time. But in this portfolio, I only had 180 shares, but I did have it for a whole year. And if you look over here, it was positive on total return, 2%, $40. So yeah, Coney again. I had Coney for about a year. Also, Coney, I sold that in March. 1,800 shares of it. Look at the price, $15, and it just kept dropping and dropping and dropping down to 8. Now it's at 7. But if you look at my total dividends, I made $12,000 in dividends. But look, the market return minus $12,000 in dividends because it fell faster than what it paid out. So my total return on that ended up only being 1.2% after a whole year, negative 44% market return. And this is why I sold these. If you look over here, NVIDIA, I just started a position there, a small position, and I ended up not wanting it, so I didn't add to it. So that's why it's still small right there. And I did sell this one, and I sold it for a loss actually. You can see the market return, total return. It was just like $5 or 0.5% of a loss. But yeah, not good. YMAG, I guess another smaller position, 478 shares is what I had of YMAG, which I sold back in June. And you can see this one here. It dropped from 18 to 15. This one wasn't terrible, but you can see the total dividends were negative, were 1,500, and the total market return was almost 1,500. So again, I walked away with less than 1% return. And then if you look here, MSTY, the one that I just sold yesterday, 615, 1,095 shares. Look at my cost, $24. And this thing was staying around 20. I was okay with that. But then when it started dropping below 20, getting down here, and with the way Bitcoin is going right now, I think this may drop to even like $15 or so. And that would just eat up so much of my gains. So I decided to cut it. You can see here the dividends I received were over $15,000 in dividends. But the market return was minus 6,000. This was like 4,000 the other day. It like literally lost $2,000 in a couple of days. So that's why I went ahead and cut it to walk away with this $8,700 more. Because this was at 11,000 at one point, and it just a couple of days it just lost like $3,000 in total return. So I went ahead and cut it. I'm not gonna let my money disappear like that. So I went ahead and cut it, walked away with $8,700 more than I started with, which is fine. The market return was really negative, but the total return was 33%. So total return is pretty good. I'm happy with the total return, and I'm happy with walking away with this $8,000 more than I started with. But I'm not going to let it dwindle away. Like if you look at these up here, this is from stupid spreadsheet. From the past, I've learned from my mistakes with some of these yield max funds. As you can see, the market returns here. Look at these huge market returns, minus 20, minus 20, minus 40, minus 20, 16, minus 25. With these huge negative market returns, it really, really destroys your total return value if you don't get out at the right time. It's like if you catch these on the momentum and you get this upside and then you get out, then you're doing like this MSTY, I got out with 33%, which is good because I went ahead and cut it instead of holding on. These other ones, some of these I got kind of attached to just because I had a large position, and I thought, I don't want to sell that. This is a large position. I don't want to go do with the money, whatever, blah, blah. And you just hold it and hold it and hold it, and it keeps falling and falling and falling. And next thing you know, your total return dwindles from 10,000 to like 1,000. Like this one, look, I had 6,700. It dwindled down to 1,000, right? 4%, when it could have been like 30% or more. But I didn't leave when the momentum left. I stayed, and I should have left when the momentum left. So the same thing like this Coney play. At one point, this thing was like $10,000 return, and then it just like started dropping really fast. And instead of getting out really fast, I just waited and waited and waited, waiting for the comeback. And you look at the current price, $735. It never came back, and spent a whole year in this to get a 1% return. So that's why I've learned my lesson to not do that anymore. So with MSTY, when I see this rapid drop really fast, I go ahead and cut my ties, get out, and walk away with the 33% instead of this 1, 2, 3%. So what have I learned from this? I'll just tell you guys my thoughts on this. So some people aren't going to like this, and that's fine. You ain't got to like it. I'm just telling you my truth, what happened to me. A lot of these yield max funds, you can see right here, the proof is in the pudding. The market return is really, really bad. But yes, you are getting dividends. People say, oh, you're going to get your money back in a year. I held OT for a year. I got 4%. Held Coney for a year. I got 1%. Right? It doesn't work like that. If the stock drops drastically, it'll eat away your total return and your total return percentage, which means it's going to take you a long time to get your return on investment. So for me, when it comes to the yield max funds, I think some of them are good and they do have a place in the portfolio as a yield boost, but I personally don't want to hold them forever. I like to just use them like I just did MSTY. I held MSTY for like a year, which is fine. And I got out when the momentum really like showed proof that it was gone. And I got out with the 33% return, which is great. But I don't want to hang on there and let this 33% return turn into this 1 or 2% like it did with my other yield max positions, which also showed promise and they were doing really great. But I held them too long, in my opinion. So anyway, that's what's happening there in my portfolio. And I hope this, cleared a few things up for you guys about like why I decided to cut all these different yield max funds. And not that I have anything necessarily against them. It's just, I think the timing has to be right. The momentum's got to be right. And if not, then you may be in for some pain. And that's why I went ahead and cut MSTY so I can alleviate that pain before it sets in. So anyway, I got a bunch of money. I got $24,000 in this account, 35% cash that I got to put to work somewhere. And so I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Where do you think I should put this $24,000? I already have an idea of what I want to do with it, but I'm curious what you guys think. So let me know that down below. And also there's some other links below. I'm going to revive my Discord. So I'll put a link to the Discord below. I got out of there because it was just kind of a pain in the ass because some scammers and stuff were coming in there and all this and that. And it got annoying. But anyway, if you go to the Discord, it is free. Okay, it's free. But if you go in there, and somebody sends you a message and they look like me, like they got my profile picture and all of that, it is not me. I would never send you a message in Discord, not a direct private message. I will never send you a private message in Discord. I will only talk in the groups. Even if you send me a message in Discord, I'm probably not going to reply to you. But I will reply to you in the big group chat, but not in a private message. So if you go in the Discord, just know that if somebody pretends to be me, send you a message, don't reply to them. Don't reply to anybody's private message. Just talk in the group. So anyway, link's going to be down below for that. And I'll see you guys on the next video.